Hello, my fierce art family. You are back with me, Elizabeth, and today is Wednesday, the 11th of October, 2023. And I thought of doing a Watercolor Wednesday series here on my YouTube channel, wherein once or twice a month we have a watercolor fun on a Wednesday. So, without further ado, let's get started. Just grab and use whatever watercolor paper you feel like using. The brushes I will be using is the Tintoretto number 8, 1337 Sintetico Vajo from Italy, and my Princeton Angular Shader 3/8, and it's the Velvet Touch. Use the watercolor you wanted to use, what you have, but I will be using my M.Graham from my Deluxe set of 10 watercolors. And then we have a mixing plate, and then I have my jar of water over here. You also will be needing a tissue paper, or much better if you have a washable cloth, so you can just wipe the brushes. So we are going to do the easiest way of creating some flowers. So first is that we can draw 5 dots, and it seems like you are doing a circle. So lots of pigment on the tip of your brush, and do like so. You can make it perfect round dots, but it doesn't have to be. And then rinse off your brush, and now you only have a clean brush and some water on the brush. And then the tip of the brush facing or pointing to what you draw, one of them, and then drag it slowly like so. This is how I usually paint it if I wanted it like a little bit of more loose. And then do the same thing on the other side. If you want it more softer, you can rinse your brush, and then just keep on repeating on all sides until you are able to complete the petals. You can even make some of the petals touch each other. I do it this way because I wanted that faded effect. And this is mostly how I do it if I wanted like a more loose petals. And if you want, you can edit it a little bit to make it more round, and that's gonna be up to you. Here I can just make them touch a little bit more, or like move the petals closer to each other. And then we have a loose flower, and of course you can edit that. Another way to do it is just to put some tiny dots, and then this time I really do seem like you are drawing a circle. Like so. You can rinse the brush. Grab a little bit of water, and then this time you can draw some petals. So you move it as if you were really drawing some petals. Just move your brush like so. You can even make your petals bigger if you want. And then just keep on continuing until you make petals on all of them. wonder why the camera is not really focusing. And I don't have much light. And then I'm gonna go in with another color. This time I chose an orange. Then I'm just gonna dab the body of the brush like so. I'm even using my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand, just so not to block the view. So there. And then we wait for that to dry, and then I am going to grab a different brush, and this time I am grabbing my angular shader brush right here from Princeton. You can use any other angular brush. I have lots of paint on the tip of the brush. And then this time we are just going to do some random scribbles. So scribble, scribble. Oh, and then I'm blocking it already. All right, so scribble, scribble, scribble. You can either just draw some lines like this, or just pat your brush like this. And then rinse your brush, make sure that you have some water over there. And then this time we are going to just to have some petals. And then draw them as big or as small as you wanted. But this time I wanted it like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then rinse your brush again. Make sure that you don't have any more paint, but grab a little bit of water, because this time we are going to wash or to lighten up the edges of the petals that we created, which is of course going to be hard if you used a highly staining color, which I unfortunately did, but it's okay. It's part of doing some art. I'm gonna need to wait for that to dry and then come back to it. So now I will be going back to the first over here, and then I'm gonna grab a dark color. Okay, I didn't have a dark color here, so I will have to mix one from Deluxe in purple and a burnt sienna. Now we are going to put some answers. You can use whichever dark color you have, like Payne's Gray or whatnot. And then here also, and it's best to apply it or to put it once the petals were dry. And then, are we dry? Yes, we're a little bit more drier. Put it like that. But I wanted to go back to this one then do a little bit more of those stripy things, because my intention is to have an overlapping flower. Okay, now rinsing the brush, and now we make more petals. Oops, that took too much water, so I go here also, grab that water. I have to do it fast now. And then here. And then another one right here. And if you understand what we did, we made the other one at the back look like it's some petals that are at the bottom of the petals on the top. And yeah, that's how we do. And I really want, or I really love making loose petals or some floral paintings using angled brush. I mentioned that on my brush collection video. By the way, if you wanted to see my brush collection, I have 2 videos here, part 1 and part 2, here on my channel. And if you wanted to add more character to your petals, you can just keep on coming back, and then do like so. Yes. All right, so I think they're ready. Let me know which of the flowers you like the most. Maybe we can do some leaves. The one in the middle, I do like so. And then to make a leaf, it's super easy, but it involves a lot of using the belly of the brush. So I put the color on this part of the brush, because how we're gonna do it is you move a little bit further and then just stamp or push the entire belly of the brush like so to the paper, and then drag it a little bit closer to you like so, and then lift it as you drag it to the trunk. And then you can just keep on repeating that to how many of the leaves you desire to create. So we do another one, for example, like this. Drag it a little bit, and then like so. And then it depends on what kind of leaves you wanted. If you wanted like a bigger on the middle part, then you push the brush a little bit harder, as how I did it. If not, if you wanted it like a little bit more slender, then it depends on how you push the belly, and that's gonna give us different outcomes for our leaves. So there you have it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on our first Watercolor Wednesday, wherein I share with you the easiest way on making flowers for the absolute beginners, and even for those who have been painting but are not super confident with florals, you can start this way. And then I probably might be sharing some a little bit more advanced floral paintings in the near future, and then do a paint with me botanical or florals video. And if you like that idea, and if you think it's a good one, then let me know on the comment section down below, and I will see you on my next video. Remember to go and follow me on my social media. Everything is at The Fierce Art from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Love you all. Keep creating and just keep practicing every day. See ya.